I'm Sandra.
And I'm Carley.
And this is
Send Noodles
Lockdown Edition. Oh my goodness.
We are back on the Zoom.
Yes, I'm sorry that we missed a week, but my goodness, it has been crazy.
Oh my gosh. It has been a whirlwind.
Yes.
A lockdown whirlwind.
Yes. Given that we've been stuck inside, it has been tough.
It has. And a big shout out to the people around the state that have been doing it way longer than us. I can't even imagine how you're coping. So props to you for managing to get up and keep cruising along with it, because it certainly is quite tricky. I don't know about you, Sandra, but I thought, we'll have so much time to do noodles. It will be easy. And actually we found it incredibly difficult to schedule time, especially because we're both working from home. So that was quite difficult.
Yeah, I know for our jobs, it's just been really hard to kind of walk away from it and just take your time to say, nope, it's time to stop working now. And I imagine that for many that have been working from home, this has been your kind of big thing, has been trying to find that balance. So we're only just experiencing that. And my goodness, it's been a really tough battle of kind of finding that line of balance. So yeah, it's been tough.
Yeah. If anyone has any suggestions for things they do to separate their work day from the rest of their day, we would love to hear it. We've been talking between ourselves about how important it is, but then within the same breath, I know that we both find it hard to switch off from work mode. Huge shout out to the humans with smaller humans in their house as well, because neither of us have that. And I can't imagine how hard it must be for you to be navigating all of the things that we're doing, plus little people as well.
Shut up!
So parents out there at the moment, big high five to you.
Yep, huge high five, humongous high five.
Okay, so today we actually are going to do something, we're same but different today.
Yeah, I'm excited. This one that we have this week is actually coming off of a recommendation that we keep getting hounded for in our comments. For me, this one has been particularly relentless.
Persistent. They call it persistent.
Yeah, that's true. That's a much nicer word. This recommendation has come from Ben, who keeps saying that we must try this. So Ben, this one is for you. This week we are trying these bad boys. So I have the beast. I can't speak. The beast.
You have the beast Massaman.
Noodle, but Carley obviously could not try this one because it's got wheat, milk, soy, fish, and peanuts.
All of those things. I've gone with the Thai green curry, and actually I will show you, because I don't think I'll use these on another episode, but I had two options to choose from for today. And so it's a bit of a Sophie's choice dilemma, and I really just decided that I felt like the green curry. I thought it went better with my colour palette. Nails that need redoing. So really I've just made a decision purely on aesthetic value at this point. But when has that ever led anybody wrong?
Correct. Look, actually, we're both matching with our colour palettes.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, great choice. How good. So I'm actually really, really looking forward to these. I'm not sure if you heard, it does have milk. I have taken the correct precautions to be able to consume this today. I've remembered prior to consumption, that time we had ramen and I took a bit of apple. Interlude. So we're ready to try them. So
let's do it. Okay.
Let's go and get them ready.
Let's do it.
We're really going very far.
You have your kettle with you?
I certainly do. So these are a nice easy one. We're going back to basics today, and we just have a cup that we just have to add hot water to.
So cup, I do have to say, in cup to head ratio, which is obviously how you measure all things, is that like 50% of my head, would you say?
Maybe. It's like the size of your brain. I actually don't know how big a brain is. That was terrible.
Is that this?
Please.
What?
Science,
baby.
Please leave a comment below if you know the answer, because it's certainly not our forte.
Nice clear line, so I know
faster than me. What in the world? Okay.
Ooh.
Ready? Okay. How do we do this?
pretty excited. Lots of prizes in here today.
I don't know why I'm surprised. There was actually very clear indication that there was going to be 5 sachets according to this packet. But I'm still very, very shocked opening the packet. There is so many goodie bags in here.
Mine fairly clearly says 4 sachets, and you know how I feel about them. Oh, yeah, look at that. They're big sachets.
They're huge sachets.
Oh, okay, I'm excited. I've got FOMO, I don't have 5. Tiny spoon, that is a fork, because I know my cutlery. Ooh, chili, dried chili, maybe seafood, no. Chili and something, super sauce. Miscellaneous space object. Oh, and I feel like the chili's hot when it comes in a little sachet like this.
Yeah, I don't quite have chili like that. I've got what looks like a paste, perhaps.
Fairly classic looking nude. You filling to the line?
Let's do it. There's a fill line. Yeah, let's do it.
Close lid, allow to stand for 2 minutes and then stir well to combine.
Oh, it says to add the contents, but I'm just gonna quickly do this.
Mine says to leave it for 2 minutes and then add contents, so I'm gonna do that.
I've just put in my hot water and it now says that I have to add the contents of curry paste and coconut sachets to my water, and then I close my lid. The coconut is really clearly labeled. It says coconut. The paste is a little less clear, but I'm assuming that it's this delicious looking packet, and I'm assuming that maybe I'm going to give it a nice little massage, some ASMR for y'all before I put it in. So I'm going to give that a go now.
Get it, girl?
Yes.
Yes.
A few moments later.
So we've both got first 2 sachets in. So how are you going there? I mean, I'm not timing anything, but we're pretty much like mavericks at this point. So I reckon that we're probably ready to add the extra sachets.
I have actually been timing. I have about 30 seconds more. I've been using the timer on my computer.
I love that you've got potato.
I didn't squeeze all of my paste in. I don't know if that's going to impact the flavour. So I am going to try and squeeze the rest of the paste in.
Mine is looking pretty good. I'm now going to add my extra sachets, which are what they're referring to as herbs, but it looks like chili and some other herb, maybe a coriander or something, and my little chili paste. So, chili flakes, I should say. So I'm going to stir those in right now.
Okay, I had a sneaky lick of my fingers just then, and I think this is going to be very, very, very delicious. Okay, I'm really, really excited. So now how long are we supposed to leave this for?
Another couple of minutes. Give me a shout out for something that you're enjoying about the lockdown vibe.
Okay, look, this week has been really hard. I think it's probably really important to maybe be transparent about that, because I think for me personally, this has been a very terrible mental health week in lockdown. I think I've been really, really struggling to find a balance for me to not just sit and do work for maybe 12 hours straight. So I've personally just found it really hard to find a good thing this week, but I think I've really enjoyed the nonsensical little interactions between me and my partner because he's an essential worker and he comes home and he's just completely wired from working and he's just been really ridiculous to hang out with. He's just got way too much energy. So I've really enjoyed silly little interactions when he comes home from work, I suppose. That's probably been the thing I've enjoyed about that, which is a bit silly because I know that's probably not very much of an enjoyment. But yeah, that's been what I've been enjoying this week. What about yourself?
First of all, I think props to you because it's really important to be transparent, and I think that we both have very joyful aspects to our personality, but also the flip side of that is when we're down, when we're done for the day, we're really done. So
Totally.
This is the third time that we've made a plan to try and get this done this week, and It's not ever anything that we will force, and we've just each time been like, dudes, we don't have it. So I completely rate that. It's been a similar vibe in my house, actually. I've had more than one depression nap this week, and that's completely okay. But also, like my partner, he's had a really creative, a really productive week. So he's been very good at kind of acknowledging when maybe I need a little bit of a kick up the butt to get moving or to do something, or even just to cut myself some slack and go and have that nap that I'm beating myself up over because I feel like I'm not getting enough done. Yeah. So yes, shout out to our partners this week for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
And also our coffee machines.
Oh my goodness. Actually, I know what my real shout out is this week. So my grocery shopping habits have now allowed me to just buy marshmallows. And my little treat to myself has been marshmallows in my coffee. Every coffee.
I never knew that you could. Explain to me, like, what does it just turn to mush?
No, okay. Well, look, one of my favorite, like, I don't know, have you seen that episode of The Simpsons where they put the marshmallows in and it just turns the whole drink into a big marshmallow?
No, I haven't, but I can imagine it.
That is my dream drink. Is I have it all the time, and I would just
like Ready Whip.
It just turns the whole drink into a big marshmallow. That's not a real thing, obviously, but God, I would like to know how many marshmallows it would require for my drink to turn into that. I don't think that will ever happen. Please leave a comment if you've experimented and tell me how many marshmallows it's going to take me. But I normally just put 2 to 3 to 4 sneaky marshmallows in my coffee every morning now, and a little bit of sneaky chocolate powder, and honestly it just makes my morning. It helps me get up in the morning. It's the best.
I'm gonna have to try it. My coffee scenario is a little bit different because I've really been vibing on lemon and honey in my coffee.
Ooh.
And it just gets me like woo 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 going. Because I find too much of a milky drink, even when it's non-milk, is just too heavy. Basically, where I'm at the moment is a lemon and honey drink in the morning, but then my second drink, maybe I could try a marshmallow vibe. What coloured marshmallows are we talking about here?
Oh, one pink, one white. It must be one of each.
Yep.
Must.
I'm prepared to try it. Do you want to have a go at the lemon and honey one at some point this week, and then
that sounds like a delight. We'll report back. Maybe we'll add it to the Insta story. We'll have to do a live test of both.
Okay, that sounds great.
A few moments later.
Okay, Carley, how's yours turned out?
Mine is smelling amazing. Why do you have so much less broth than me?
Because mine's thickened right up. That's why I was so excited when I pulled up the lid, because basically whatever was happening with my properties was that, okay, I need a chemist to explain this, please. I don't know, maybe some sort of scientist, please. The sauce was thickening up. It did say it on the packet that it was going to be thickening up. It said that the time, that was why allowing it to stand was really important, because the sauce was going to be thickening up.
Mine did thicken, definitely did thinken, but not as much as yours. But so I've got a little bit of envy on that front. However, it does still look amazing. Color-wise, it's beautiful. I've got this really lovely, it is still a really rich sauce. My noodles are looking great, but I do have a little bit of envy. Now, talk to me about the beef properties. Can you see, what do you see floating in yours there?
Okay, I have to tell you, it came with fragile lots. I haven't actually put all the fragile lots in just because I was like, I'm just going to put a little bit on top, and then I'm going to do a little taste, stir it around a bit, and then put more shallots in, just so that there's the initial crunch, but then I can mix it in a little bit more. There was peanuts. I think it's just going to be amazing. Smell-wise, it doesn't actually smell that beefy. I haven't really read the ingredients. It's got fish in it though, which you absolutely couldn't try this at all. but it doesn't smell particularly beefy at all.
Oh,
But I'm telling you, I am so keen to try this. Look, I can understand why this was highly recommended. I mean, taste.
I love that you're already so pro. Okay, are we ready to get in here?
Yeah, but I better get some of this crunch with me. Let's do it.
Oh wait, I'm gonna get a chili. Yes. Go.
So yours has like full-on chili chunks in it, right? It looks so beautiful. Let's do it.
Okay. Oh wow. Actual chili. So here for that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thoughts?
I want you to go first.
Okay. Good amount of spice.
Mm-hmm.
My nose run already, but there's whole pieces of dried chili in here, and I'm really pro that.
So is it dried chili or fresh chili?
It's dried chili, but it's been sliced dried,
Yeah.
not flaked. Like, so it's not definitely not fresh, but the pieces are quite big, and it's reconstituted quite nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of spice. I'm wondering if it's meant to be this soupy or if I've made an error.
Too much liquid.
But also it doesn't feel necessarily watery. If I didn't have yours by comparison, I would just be thinking it was more brothy. Tastes quite fresh.
Mm-hmm.
The noodles are a little flat noodle, which is a nice change of pace
Mm-hmm.
than the traditional fairly round noodles. What are you thinking? Tell me more.
Okay, I'm very into the flavour of this. I really enjoy it. And it's quite spicy actually. It's got a really nice in your mouth kind of spice. It's not particularly spicy, like it's not going down the back of my throat or anything, but I'm really, really here for that peanutty flavour. It is very creamy though. Like I'm sure I'm gonna leave this conversation with a very terrible stomachache. It definitely had milk in it,
Right.
and I'm sure I'm gonna leave here. So if you're lactose intolerant, look, I really don't know that this is probably worth it. I actually couldn't really work out where the dairy was, but it did flat out say that there was milk in it. But look, it does look like it is coconut milk to me. I'm not really sure. I haven't really fully read it, but it is incredibly creamy and it doesn't necessarily just feel like the coconut milk kind of creaminess to me, but the flavour is very delicious and full. I'm not really as sold on the noodle though. I don't know if we have the same noodle, which is, I'm really curious on that. Can you, like, it is flatter. Yeah, it does look like it's the same
It
noodle.
looks the same.
To me, it just sits like in a weird middle ground. I don't know about that. And I feel like if it just had a different noodle, I would be like, probably demolish this already because I think the flavour is so good, but I'm not as sold on the noodle.
It's not slurpable.
Oh, I'm finding it very slurpable.
Are you? I'm struggling on but I'm not a slurper traditionally.
You just gotta get more in your mouth, Carley.
I'm pretty excited about the portion size of this because I have been hoeing away into it over here and I really still have so much to go. How are you finding in terms of portion size there?
Yeah. I think despite not being excited by the noodle, I actually think this is definitely something I'll probably go for again. I actually think it's so good. I don't know. I'm like, ooh, this is good.
There's a warmth there that for me is like proper body warmth happening. It's the sweet basil is the other thing that was happening with that spice there, which is really...
That's so delightful.
It's almost aniseedy though. It's quite interesting.
Ooh.
No, definitely like an aniseedy vibe to that sweet basil, but I'm really enjoying it and I do love basil. And it is basically the only herb I can grow.
You got a sniffle from the heat.
I do. Yeah, do you? Is that what you were saying?
A little bit, yeah. It's only in my mouth though. It's definitely not transporting itself any further back. So I don't, like, it's definitely not an intolerable heat anymore. It's anywhere else. It's just like a really nice kind of warmth of heat. I really like this.
I did have the small chili sachet and the whole pieces of chili.
Mmm.
And by no means, if you're a heat guru / chili lover, you're not going to go, oh wow, that's definitely blown my mind. But if you enjoy a bit of spice, then you'll find that that's quite pleasant. That's a pleasant amount of spice.
Hang on, I just want to interrupt you because I have these weird potato things, right? And I'm just about to try one for the first time because I dropped it. I didn't know what they were, but they're like little chunks, so I'm going to try one.
Is it regular potato or sweet?
It's regular potato. An interesting addition. I don't know that I gain anything from having that potato. I understand why it's there because this is a Massaman, but I don't love that.
You had not read this packet and someone just said, hey, try this and tell me what flavour it is. Would you know it's a Massaman?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I think so, yes. Don't know if this is something too much information, but my stomach is definitely grumbling at me though. This is probably the first noodle that we've had. It's probably
Stop!
Yeah. It's pretty yummy. I'm gonna probably finish this because I actually find this to be a very, very delicious meal. And like, you know what I'm like, absolutely gonna finish this, but
Absolutely
like,
love it. Let me see. Oh yeah. I mean, I've got a lot left, but I've got quite a lot of the brothy stuff.
yeah,
left.
you've got a lot of broth left. The colour of yours is really on point. Like I think for Thai green curry, I think that your meal looks very representative of that. Like it looks very, very on point for that.
And flavour-wise, it doesn't. At first, I thought it was a little bit weak, but it's really not. Quite interesting. We both put the same amount of water in. Whatever thickening agent is in yours, definitely, which probably is the dairy, but it'd be beautiful with some broccoli. Oh,
Yum.
diced up tofu.
Yep.
But I actually haven't reached for any additional condiments. You may have noticed.
No, not at
I didn't
all.
even lament that they weren't in there. So that's a really big thing. There hasn't been many times where I haven't said, ooh, I wish I had this in there. So in terms of a full flavour, that's a compliment.
Do you think that that dish, because it looks like a very easy to transfer into quite a big meal, that to me looks like a beautiful base for a full-on dinner? Like, could you transfer that very easily into a full-on Thai green curry meal?
I don't think it would be hard at all.
Mhm.
I literally think that if you were to have, and I don't know what meat normally you would put in a Thai green curry, but for some reason I think maybe prawns or something in there.
Oh, yum. Stop it. You're singing
Now,
hard, Carley.
now I'm actually like deathly allergic to prawns, and I would never in 1,000 years, but I can see from my experience with other people, I could see that something like that would go really delightful in here, and just some flash fried veggies, just like a Chinese broccoli or some spinach or something in there. And yeah, and the size of it would mean that honestly, if this would serve two,
Yeah.
without a doubt.
Yeah, beautiful.
Okay, let's rate. Let's
Yeah,
rate.
let's do it.
So let's start with mouthfeel, because I think this is quite an interesting one here. What would you give it out of 5 for mouthfeel?
Have we resolved that mouthfeel is kind of the noodle? Like, is that what we're rating when we're talking about the noodle?
I really think so, yeah.
Okay, look, for me, I'm really not going to rate this very high on the noodle scale. I don't really love the noodle. I think that we've had some really awesome noodles now, and I think that for me, this isn't a very good noodle. So I think I'm going to give it a 2.
I'll make the number out of noodle, you tell me.
Oh, hell yeah. Give it a 2.
Is that back to front?
Yeah, no, that's perfect. A 2 on the mouthfeel train. Oh, God. I don't think that I can make a number, but go on, do it.
What's the number for pie again? Look, I think I'm going to give it a 3.
3. Oh, this is too hard.
You got it, girl.
Do this to me. Can't even mentally think about how you do this. No.
Because I didn't mind the noodle. I think we've had some fairly shabby noodles lately. There was something about them that was it felt less refined than the rest of it, but I was here for it. All right, what are you going to give it over? Oh, look at that bloody sweet basil. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just, like,
Beautiful.
Okay, tell me what you would do in terms of, are we going to do a flavour / spice? I think they should kind of.
Yeah, I think they should be one in the same.
Yeah.
Flavour / spice, I really, really, really like this. But I don't think that I can give it a 5 because of how unwell I'm now kind of experiencing. So I'm actually going to give it...
Stop eating.
I've got to think about it. I really like it. Can I give it a 4.5?
Hell yeah, you can. You're the boss of you.
Would I even almost give it a 5 if I wasn't so unwell? I really like this. Like the flavour of this, actually no, I couldn't possibly give it a 5 because of those potato things. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Okay, love
Potato
that.
things are gross. Why do they exist? Why did they put them in? Just ugh. Yeah, 4.5.
I think I'm going to give it a 4,
Mm-hmm.
which I really enjoy it. I don't know that this would be my flavour to go to personally, like in a normal day-to-day. Would I seek this out? However, I do really enjoy it. Personally, I'm going to give it a 4 because I recognise that these people have done an amazing job. I haven't reached for any extras. I've got this like groovy chili thing happening. Yeah, definitely a 4. So what about overall?
Look, I'm not about doing this mathematically.
No.
I'm still gonna give it a 4.
Yeah.
I think that the noodles balance themselves out. I think it's really yummy.
I think overall I'm going to give it a 4 as well.
Yeah.
Size-wise,
Yeah, also that is something to discuss. This is enormous. This is gonna keep me going till like, I don't know that, no, don't lie, Sandra. I will need dinner. But it's big. It's quite a sizable meal. So there wasn't really very much chunks in yours. You had your basil, you had your chili, and that was kind of all you really had in terms of your chunks, right? Yeah.
I could have done, my chunks were herb-based.
Yeah.
But also, as you say, price-wise, these are about $3 each, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, great base to a meal.
Yeah.
All right. Love that for us.
I know. Oh my
Amazing.
goodness. I love this. I'm really, really thriving on this. My body isn't thriving on this, but I am personally very much enjoying this.
I think if I don't get up and move, I can see myself just continually eating away at this. I feel quite well.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I have any issues, and it feels quite light. Sometimes by the time we've been munching on these for this long, it feels quite heavy. This feels quite light. It feels really fresh. I really enjoy it. You definitely should go and give these a bit of a try. And there was quite a few flavours. So
Yeah. The selection was great.
absolutely. So chuck one in your click and collect.
Yeah, also these are super accessible. I think we haven't even talked about these. These are just Woolies one.
Maybe it was Woolies. Yes. Yeah, I think it was. So it's not, you don't need an Asian grocer. That brand, Suimin, they do a lot of sauces.
Yeah.
They're kind of like in the same vein as like, remember Chicken Tonight or Canton or whatever those kind of pre-made. So they obviously, there's quite a lot of companies that are branching out into a noodle bowl or something similar. I have noticed, like it was intense. The noodle cupboard at Send Nude Central is getting quite full.
It's great. We're inundated.
Really good. Absolutely. I can't wait till you can come back here and we can
I
shoot
know.
again together.
Yeah.
But in the meantime,
Hold on, we've got lots to choose from here. Yeah.
absolutely. So hopefully you guys are all well. We've missed you all. We're sorry we missed a week. Oh, and also, as you may be noticing, because hopefully it's Sunday when you're watching this,
Yes.
that we would do a Sunday release date now. So it just gives us a little bit more time. We thought that that's kind of nice, like Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. Start of your week, and just, or is it end of the week? That is a controversial thought, controversial conversation. I don't know why. I feel like Sunday is the start of the week. Are we in agreement here?
No, Sunday, I feel like Sunday is the end of the week.
Sunday's the start of the week. Here it is. Here's our discussion point of the week. Oh no, these are the things we don't discuss off camera and then something happens. Well, even if you think it's the start of the week or the end of the week, either way, it's a nice way to either end your
It's
week.
a part of the week.
Yes. And now it's a part of your week with Noodles.
Oh, stop it. Look at you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for joining me on the Zoomies, Sandra.
Yes, no problem. Also, time is a construct at the moment. We're all in lockdown, so
It is. How long have we been doing this right now?
I don't know. And that's okay. We're just embracing it and enjoying it. And, you know, some days are easy, some days are hard, but we just make it through. And
We do.
take care of ourselves and one another. So,
Absolutely.
bye.
Stay safe, everyone.
subscribe.
Yeah.
Leave a comment and let us know what noodles you've been trying in lockdown, or if you're not in lockdown, out of lockdown, because we love to hear it.
Thanks so much, everyone.
Thank you. Bye. Whew. These are good. My stomach is not liking it at all. Can I feel my stomach grumbling?